Good morning, it's Dr. Rebecca Clements, the 20th of October, and I'm the numbers lady here with my friends 2 and 0 because it's the 20th, and they know when they join to become a 2-digit number, it becomes 20, a 2-syllable name for a 2-digit number. I wish all of them were like that, but they're not. We'll talk about that some other time. So 2 is in the tens place and 0 is in the ones place, so it's 2 times 10 plus 0. There you go. So we're here in the house because this week we're traveling to Ames, Iowa, where I got my PhD, to give them some more of my art for education. And so we're doing the films and we'll release them on the right day. All right, so let's take a look. And because we're at our house, we're going to take the masks off because we're inside the house. We've been looking at corns, candy corns, and we also used little pumpkins because this is October. Not that I like candy, but it's a big part of what happens in October. So we have some candy corns, and we're going to bring them out here. And look, we have lots of funny sizes. Not all of them look quite the same. That's always one of the interesting things about things like candy corn. And the pumpkins come very uniform. So we don't have those weirdnesses on the pumpkins because they're a more solid kind of a candy. And here when they're cut, we get some little pieces. We have various things. Look at that funky one there. So the issue is, how do you count the candy corns as easily? The pumpkins are very easy to count because they don't fall apart like that. So they introduce better ways to do arrays like we've been doing, which introduce multiplication and division easily. And the candy corn is good for fractions because the question is, how much of a candy corn is this one? How much is this one? And so on. Now I want to compare the candy corns to the pumpkins today, and that will be our little lesson. So I'm bringing back out the calories. This is the calorie situation for the pumpkins, and this is the calorie situation for the candy corns. Now, it looks like the pumpkins are a little bit larger, and we notice that what we saw before, that it's 100 calories for 5 pieces, roughly, okay? The candy corns is 120 calories for 9 pieces. So each candy corn, so we'll count them as if it's a complete one, is about 13 calories. It's a little more than 12. See, if it were 10, then we would have 10, then it would be 12 calories for each one. But there are 9, so they're a little bit more than 12. So they're about 13 per candy corn. Now we can try and guesstimate then how many calories are in this little piece. Looks like it's less than a half, so it would be probably closer to 6 than it would to 7. And over here, if there are 5 pieces for 100 calories, over here, we can then figure out each one of them is 20 calories. There we are for the 20th. Okay, so now how do they compare? Clearly these look larger, and you'd have to decide how many of these little candy corns are equivalent to one of these big pumpkins. And I'm sure you would think, well, it's probably maybe about 2 of them, but let's see. This is 20 calories. This is 13, this is 13. So this is someplace around 26 calories. So 2 of them in terms of calories, not necessarily volume, is more than one of these. So that's a good thing for you to think about today. These are 20 calories per pumpkin. These are about 13 per candy corn. Now, you might be able to take and say, well, okay, so those would be like 26 and this is 20. How could we find candy corns that are about the same as this? Maybe you could bring in something kind of like this. Maybe that's closer to being 20 calories. If this is 13, maybe that would then be 7, right? These are fabulous ways for you to visualize division and portions, calories, addition, subtraction, multiplication. All the arithmetic operations together make more sense. They're all different ways to respond to slightly different questions that are related. This is the Numbers Lady. It's the 20th of October. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow for the 21st. Bye-bye.